I'm like, does it have to be this loud? They can hear my mom. All right, we are officially recording. Went for the walk this morning and I was not thinking about how wet it was, and it's a way to when always, if there's a dog coming, I don't always walk on the paths, or my feet were squishing in my shoes. By the time I got back, feel the water coming in between my toes every step. I was like, oh, it's gross. And her leash was soaking wet. Oh, well, it's good. Yeah, I know.
Yes.
We needed the rain, so
Yes,
it's
we
good.
did.
And it was a good rain, at least. I was thinking yesterday when I was just trying to spit a little bit, I was like, this is all we're gonna get out of this. So I was very happy that it just kept on going. Yeah.
It's already way greener, just looking at it.
Oh, yeah. Well, everything just looks fresh
Yeah.
again. Yeah, it just, it
Takes the dull off.
it takes all the dust and everything off and. All right, how's everybody feeling? Anything I need to know about before we get started? I feel that way too, yeah.
See how it goes.
It says Patty's still connecting. Maybe it's an internet issue. All right. Megan is gonna be teaching you guys on Thursday. So I think you guys are gonna do fitness circle was her plan. So yeah. We're gonna start laying on our sides today. So face the mirrors, you're all facing the same direction. You're gonna tuck your hand underneath the head. And you're gonna bring the knees forward. Want to try and get the spine lined up. And then you're gonna take the hand, place it on your rib cage, but relax the shoulder out of the ears. And we're just gonna take a nice deep inhale in through the nose. Feel the rib cage rise into your hand, and as you exhale, feel the gentle close down and in. As we take an inhale here, breathe in and exhale. So again, just kind of checking in with our body, checking in and connecting with that breath, trying not to let the shoulders creep up towards our ears as we take that nice deep breath. And getting that connection through the deeper stabilizing muscles as we press the air out through that first lip. Good, we've got two more here. Nice deep inhale in. And exhale. Last one here. And exhale. Good. Take that top arm, you're gonna reach it out in front of you. And we're just gonna do our protraction and retraction from here. So I want you to glide the shoulder blade away from the spine and come back to neutral. Now don't let the rib cage rock here, so the rib cage stays completely stacked. But we're just gliding that shoulder blade, fingertips reach and back. We've got two more here. Good, and last one. Good, and then you're gonna go to retraction. Inhale here, gently pull the shoulder blade back and neutral. Hey, Patty. Good, we've got three more. And two. Last one. Good, pause here. You're gonna inhale, raise the arm up. As you exhale, open across the chest. Inhale here, anchoring the knees down, go a little further, reaching through those fingertips. Inhale to hold. And exhale, come all the way back to parallel. Inhale to raise. Exhale, open up. Inhale here. Exhale, reach a little further. Inhale to hold. And exhale, come back to center. We got one more here. Raise up. Exhale, reaching back. Inhale to hold. Exhale, go a little further. Inhale here. And exhale. Come back to center. Now again, keeping the rib cage stacked, we're gonna go into our arm circle. So you're gonna inhale, reach up, exhale, circle out and around. So just keeping the rib cage still moving through that shoulder joint wherever you can. We've got two more here. And one, and then we're gonna pause at the hip and go back the other way. And forward for four. Good, two. And one. Good. And then it's just to lay on your back. We are going to do the other side. And we're gonna do our imprint here in between, so make sure you've got your head pillows still. Arms by your side, we're gonna inhale to begin. As you exhale, shorten the obliques, pulling that pelvis into a small tilt. And inhale, release back to neutral.
So.
Exhale, gently connecting through those abdominals. Try not to push into the feet or squeeze the bums. And release back to neutral. Exhale, small tilt. Inhale to release. We've got 3. And 2. And last one. Good, and then you're gonna pause here. You place your hands on your hips or keep them by your side. We're gonna do just hip openers, so let's just start with the right leg. You're gonna just open the knee out to the side and draw back up and in, so no circles. Just open and close. It's like one that we do on the reformer sometimes. Or on the arc row. That opposite leg, the left foot is staying anchored and the knee is staying still. And then the pelvis should also stay square to the ceiling if you're balancing a cup of hot tea on your belly button. We've got 2. And last one. Pause, and we'll go the other side. Inhale to open.
We're gonna say no.
Exhale, come back up. Inhale, open. And back up. We've got 3. Good. Keep pressing into that right side now, so it stays still, pelvis stays level. 2. Good. 1 more here. And come back up. And then we're gonna roll over and do the other side. Oh, I'm a little stiff today. We did the Cadillac training this weekend, so it's like 15 hours. Well, I mean, it was about 20 hours in total and I cleaned after, but
Did you guys have anybody else from other?
we had one other instructor from Watchers here, so there was 5 of us doing it, so it was nice. But it's just, yeah, lots of movement because you do every variation as well. Like you learn, she shows you the exercise and then you go and you do the exercise and then she's like, okay, and this is the modification and this is another variation and you do all of those as well.
I love it.
Yeah. And then you learn another one and then you do, and then when you're done that, then you practice teaching each other. And so you do some more. That's great. Right, place your hand on your rib cage, shoulder out of the ear. And take a nice deep inhale into the rib cage. And exhale. Good. So think of the rib cage like handles on a bucket. You should feel that lift under your hand. That hinging point at the front and the back lifts the rib cage towards the ceiling. And then exhale, feel that gentle close without the shoulder lifting up towards your ear. 2 more times here. Nice deep inhale. Breathing, focusing on that lateral part of the 3D breath. And last one. Good. All right, you're gonna reach that arm out and you're gonna go into your protraction or retraction. So you're gonna inhale, glide the shoulder blade forward, exhale, come back to neutral. Inhale, a little glide forward. Try not to roll back and forth with that shoulder blade movement. Keep the rib cage still. Last 3. And last one. And then you're going to pause here. You're going to inhale, and as you exhale, squeeze the shoulder blade closer towards the spine. Inhale, come back to neutral. Exhale, gentle pull back and in. And neutral for 3. Good, and 2. Last one. Find back into bring your shoulder back into neutral. We're going to inhale, raise the arm up. And as you exhale, you open across the chest, reaching back. You inhale here, anchoring the knees. You're going to go a little further. Inhale to hold. And exhale, come all the way back to parallel. Inhale to raise the arm up. Exhale, pause and reach. Inhale here. Exhale, go a little further. Inhale to hold. And draw back to center. Good. 1 more here. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, open across the chest. Inhale, use those abdominals to go a little further. Inhale here. And then draw in to bring your arm back to parallel. We'll go into our arm circles. Inhale, raise overhead, circle out and around. So again, this time we're keeping the rib cage still. Just letting that shoulder joint do the work. We've got 3 and 2 and 1. And then you're gonna pause at the hip and circle back and around and pull forward for 4. Good, 2. And the last 1. Good. Roll onto your back, no head pillows. Then we do our hip rolls. So slide the feet in a little bit closer towards your bums. Have your arms by your side.
Well, you handle all that and send us
Little feet parallel. Starting in neutral, we're gonna inhale to begin. As you exhale, you imprint first, squeeze the bum, start to press the feet, lifting the hips up. We inhale here to hold. And exhale, draw the abs in, rolling back down and release back to neutral. Inhale to begin, imprint first, then press from heel to big toe. Inhale here at the top, keep that imprint. And then exhale, control the roll all the way back and down. Good. Inhale to begin. As you exhale, draw in and keep the weight. There we go. Inhale to hold and exhale. Control as you come down, release to neutral. Last one, inhale to begin, imprint, squeeze the bum. Maintain imprint here at the top. So you should feel that abdominal connection here and then use that abdominal connection to control the roll. 1 vertebrae at a time. Till the hips are down and then release back into your neutral. Grab your head pillows and we'll just stay here for elevation and depression. Turn the palms up. We're gonna inhale here to begin. Slowly glide the shoulder blades up. As you exhale, gently draw the shoulder blades down. Inhale, little lift. Exhale, little squeeze under the armpits. Lift and lower. We've got 4. Good, and 3. Good, last one. Pausing here, relaxing the arms. And we're gonna finish with our head nods. You're gonna inhale, tip the chin, and look back up to the ceiling. So small little tip. You are lengthening the back of the neck, so it should feel like you kind of get a bit of a stretch as you reach the ears to the wall behind you. Last 3. And 2. Good, last 1. Perfect. All right, let's go into our ab press. Arms float by your sides. Make sure your feet are walked out just a little bit so you've got some room to move at that hip. We want to anchor the pelvis, nod the chin. As you exhale, you're going to fold forward. You're looking at your knees, reaching for your ankles. We're going to inhale here to fold and exhale to release back down. We're going to inhale to nod the chin. As you exhale, fold, reaching for your ankles. Inhale here and exhale. So I want you to make sure of a couple of things. Make sure as you nod the chin, we're not jamming onto our chest. Once you're here, we want to still feel that neutral spine. We shouldn't be tucked and jamming into the mat at our low back. Last one like this. And then you want to draw that rib cage towards the hips and your eye gaze is on your knees. And then release back down. We're going to add a little arm lift. So you're going to inhale, nod the chin. As you exhale, fold forward, pause here. I want you to let the arms float up. Your eye gaze doesn't follow. And then float back down and release. So we're learning to control the head and shoulders and the ribs while we move the arms. So hold here, raise the arms up, float the arms back down, and release back down. 2 more like that. Inhale to nod. Fold forward. Eye gaze stays on the knees as we float the arms up, float the arms back down, and release. Nod the chin, exhale, fold forward, looking at your knees. Make sure the weight on your ribs does not change as the arms go up. Arms come back down and release. Perfect, let's roll over onto our fronts. We're just gonna do breaststroke position number 1. The elbows are going to be wide. Elbows about rib cage height as well. And then anchoring the feet down, anchoring the pelvis down. We're gonna inhale, draw the shoulders down the back, start to lengthen up, reaching the ears away from the shoulders. We inhale here. And exhale, fold back down. Gentle squeeze of those glutes. Lengthening up, reaching out through the top of the head, and exhale to fold. So we're moving with that natural movement of the rib cage. As we inhale, the rib cage opens and we lift. As we exhale, there's a gentle close of the rib cage and the head follows down. Gentle lift. Feel that engagement across the upper back. And then fold back down. Last one here, keep the glutes anchored. Reaching nice and long through the neck. And exhale, fold back and down. Press back into your shelf stretch, hips to heels. Rounding through that upper back, draw the abs in and take a nice deep breath into the back of the rib cage. And exhale, come all the way back up. Swing those legs around. We have hundreds. I know. I get them over and done with. That was a nice thing on the weekend. There was no version of hundreds that we did on Cadillac. You can do it, but that's just like a.
Are you guys gonna offer a Cadillac class then?
Well, on that, we actually kind of talked a little bit, because I said, the one thing with Tower, even with people that have been here for a long time and done equipment, we don't do it regularly like we do Reformer. So there is some, after a while, you get a familiarity with Reformer, but Tower and chair, you kind of throw them in every 3 or 4 weeks each. So then it's, even in a session, you get 2 or 3 of those each. So it takes a lot longer to build any kind of repetition and familiarity with those movements. And like Kelly said at their studio, that they'll do like a pop-up class of like 4 weeks on the Cadillac, so that people do get to get a little more, even especially when they're first beginning, then they can get a kind of a big chunk of Cadillac in, so that when you go and do it in a couple weeks again, that you have that base already. Yeah. So yeah, it was kind of interesting. It's just interesting to talk about how other studios do it and how other instructors teach, and Kelly's an excellent instructor. She's really fun to talk to and listen to. She's got lots of different ideas and variations or things that she's seen and worked well with clients and stuff. So it's always kind of fun. But then at the end of it, you take in so much information. It's I had a client yesterday. I'm like, I had all these great ideas thinking, oh, this would be good for her and this would be good for, but I'm so burnt out yesterday. I was like, I don't remember half of them. I gotta go through and on my drive to Banff, I'm gonna write down and go through my book and try and remember all the things that I thought of. Because when you're in it, you just don't have time to write everything down either. I mean, we take a few notes of cues and that kind of stuff, but you just don't get everything in either. And it's okay, I gotta go back and. All right, let's get those hundreds over with. Unless you want me to keep talking, Sharon.
I'm interested.
Yeah. Tell me more.
Yeah, why are we going to Banff? What's going on there that we can go about?
Just, we're taking the kids for 2 days to Banff, because that's all in the budget, just before they start summer holidays or summer jobs, because they won't get any holidays after this, so.
Oh, and where are they working?
Okay, Sharon, we gotta keep going. Imprint, draw the abs in, lift one leg up into tabletop, second leg into tabletop. Float your arms. Now again, you can stay here or nod your chin, fold forward. I want you to extend one leg out. We're gonna hold here for 50. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check your imprint. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 32, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 42, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch legs and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check your ab preps and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 72, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 82, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left set, 2, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale here, bring those knees together. Carefully lower the head down and lower the arms. Perfect, you guys did awesome. All right, let's grab those arc drills. Have a seat on top. We're gonna go into the spine twist. All right, so stack up nice and tall. Lengthen those arms out. You're gonna drop the shoulders out of the ears, and we're gonna do some bow and arrow. So we're gonna make the brains work a little bit today. So have you guys done bow and arrow yet? Yeah. All right, so we're gonna start with that right elbow, and you're twisting towards that right side. So you're gonna bend the elbow, you're gonna press back 1, press back a little further 2, further 3, and then we inhale, and we're gonna go to the left. 1, little further 2, little further 3, inhale to center, and 1, 2, 3, inhale center, and 1, 2, 3. So remember with this, there's that little bit of retraction on the shoulder blade of the bent elbow side, and exhale, 1, 2, 3, inhale center, last set, 1, 2, 3, inhale to center, last one, 2, 3, good, and center. Roll those shoulders out. And you're gonna bend the knees, plant those feet, and we're gonna do our half roll back. So we're gonna add an arm lift this one as well, like we did with our ab prep. So again, just learning how to control that ab prep and that rib cage as we start to move the arms around. Everything we do is, is often kind of static, but we wanna make sure that we have that control. So arms are parallel to the floor. You're gonna drop those shoulders out of the ears, find your imprint, create that C curve. We're gonna pause here, and I want you to lift the arms without changing your C curve, lower, and then reach up and over. Exhale, drop the shoulders, draw the abs in, little lift, little lower, and reach over your shins. So the arms are still gliding here. We should feel a little extra abdominal work as the weight of the arms goes up higher. But make sure that there's no change in the rib cage as we do that. Good, and up and over. As we roll back, you still want to squeeze the bum just a little. We're at imprint and drawing those abs in, but we're also engaging the back side of that body to support that C curve and that hinge back. We've got 2, draw the abs in, little lift, little lower, and come up and over. Last one here, you should not feel this part of your back. You should feel more abdominal work. And then come up and over, reach, come back to center and lower the arms back down. Good. All right, let's come on to rolling like a ball. So get rid of the arc, girls.
Okay, wait a minute.
You're working hard on that today.
Anything.
Anything, but we've done, yeah, we already did hundreds. We get rolling like a ball and then it's all piece of cake after that, right? You get your worst 2 out of the way right off the bat.
Are we throwing seal or something?
Well, she just do a whole rolling class, you know? All right, so start, I want you can keep your hands here, but if you want to start having that full position, you're gonna have your hands on your shins and bring the knees together if you can. If knees need to be separated, that's fine. Find your imprint, find your balance point at the back of the sit bones, create your C curve, and then we inhale to roll, and we exhale to hold. Inhale to roll, and exhale to hold. So your eye gaze is on your feet, and pause. You're using that exhale as your braking system just at the back of the sit bones so the feet don't touch. You did good. Last one here. Good, and pause. So watch the feet. Karen,
Yeah, that last one.
There. I think it's when he sees the last one, it's like the thing's like, okay, we're done. I have to be careful in this one. We're finished.
I'll just keep moving forward.
Yeah, gotcha.
In case.
All right, so let's lay down. We're gonna work on our double leg stretch, slow double leg stretch. There's a double leg stretch and a slow one, so. That was the other thing this weekend. There's an exercise called guillotine. Like, I'm like, oh, guillotine? Guillotine, that's a big name. Horrible name. No, it was like, oh, yeah, let's do guillotine. That sounds awesome. It actually wasn't even that bad. All right, so remember, slow double leg stretch. A couple things before we get into the position. We're going to be doing our leg extension and arm extension. You want to make sure that we maintain that imprint and ab prep the whole time so that our head isn't going up and down at all. And we're in lateral rotation. So we're going to inhale to begin. As you exhale, you're going to go into your imprint, and you're going to lift one leg in a tabletop, the other leg in a tabletop, and then you're going to go into that lateral rotation. So feet are together, knees are open. We have that diamond shape, and we place our hands here on the knees. We're going to nod the chin to begin, and then as you exhale, I want you to reach the arms and the legs straight. We bend at the knees, bringing the hands to the knees, and then we lower the upper body. So we nod the chin, we fold forward, we reach and extend out, holding ab prep and imprint. We keep ab prep here, and then we lower back down. Nod the chin, exhale, draw in, reach through the fingertips and toes, bend the knees, and lower the head back down. Inhale to nod, draw the abdominals in to fold you forward and reach the legs out. Inhale to bend the knees and lower the head back down. Nod the chin, exhale, fold forward and reach. As you bend the knees, you bring the hands to the knees, yep, and then lower back down. Last two here, nod the chin, exhale, reach through, inhale to hold, bending the knees, and exhale to release back down. Last one, inhale, nod the chin, exhale, fold, bend the knees, and release back down. Keep the knees here, and we're gonna bring our hands out and behind our head. Elbows are wide. We're gonna go into full oblique. So if you wanna place the foot down or keep the knees here in tabletop, that is also an option. We're gonna inhale to nod the chin, and as you exhale, extend one leg, bring your arm to the opposite knee. Inhale, come down. Exhale, reach and come down. So we're slowly rotating that nose towards the outer thigh, not toward the outside of the room. So it's coming just at that diagonal. Your chest is coming up towards that knee, and the elbow is staying out towards the side. So it's kind of pointing up towards the ceiling as you come up and over. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lower. We've got 4 more sets. And 3. Putting your back.
Because I'm not
Large
in
imprints, yeah.
Yeah, I always.
Struggle with that, yeah. Yeah, so I'll do last one.
I can get it.
All right, pause here. Keep those knees here. We're gonna finish with our arm circles of double leg stretch, the regular pace one. So we're gonna have those elbows bent. You're gonna fold forward, looking at your knees. Again, this time the rib cage does not move. We circle just over our forehead and around. We bend the elbows and we circle, holding imprint and ab prep. We reach. You could do this with the feet down if you want as well, Sharon, if your back's still bugging you. We've got 4. Good. Don't let the eye gaze or the rib cage shift. So everything stays forward, looking at the knees. Last 2. Good. And last 1. Good. Lower the head down and then lower the legs down. Perfect. All right. Yeah. Patty, do you have your little green cushion handy?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So everybody grab a little green cushion. We're just gonna roll over front. Place it under your tailbone. So start just with feet flat here, kind of feeling that shift of weight on the cushion itself. And just do a couple imprints here. So you want to draw the abs in and you're pressing the low back into the edge of that cushion. And then just release slightly back to neutral. So it's not an arching of the back or lifting of the rib cage, but feel that connection and those shortening of the waist muscles to tip the pelvis. And then go up, back out into neutral. All right, place your arms by your side. We're going to inhale here to begin. As you exhale, you're going to imprint, and then you're going to lift the legs up into tabletop, and you're going to cross the ankles here, again in lateral rotation, so those knees are open. From here, I want you to continue to draw the abdominals in, deepening that pelvic tilt, lifting the toes towards the ceiling, and then you're going to come just back to imprint, so we're not going into neutral. As you draw the abs in, make sure you're not also jamming with the rib cage. So we're getting that pelvic movement from the abdominal shortening, not from pushing and jamming the rib cage down. Good. Draw the abdominals in, small pelvic tilt. Inhale to release. We've got 2. Good. And last 1. Pause here, uncross. The other ankle's going to go on top. We're doing another set here. So check in with those shoulders, make sure we're not gripping. And as you exhale, draw the abdominals in, start to peel the butt cheeks off of the cushion. and come back just to imprint. Exhale again, shortening those obliques so it pulls that pelvis into a deeper tilt. And release to neutral. We've got 2. Good, and last one. Good, all right, pause here. Keep imprint, but bring the legs to parallel. All right, so we're gonna do a little bend and stretch. So we're gonna inhale here, the knees are gonna be bent, so bring the heels down a little bit. And I want you to keep the heels at relatively the same height if you can maintain imprint. And you're gonna exhale, reach the toes towards the top of the windows. Good, inhale to draw back in. So as we exhale, we're continuing to stabilize that imprint as we reach the weight of the legs away from the body. Inhale to draw back in. Try and bring those feet and inner thighs together to get a little more connection. Inhale to come back just over top of the hips. Exhale, reach away. Good, last 2. And last one, keep the legs straight here. And now I want you to hinge. So if you've been on reformer, it's like lift and lower now. You're gonna inhale, reaching the toes, but I want you to go past 90, start to reach over top of your chest. And then come back just to where you can maintain imprint. Draw the abdominals in, start to hinge, start to peel the butt cheeks off by deepening that pelvic tilt with those abdominals drawing on the pelvis. You should get some hamstring stretch. You should feel some abdominal work as well. Last 3 here. Exhale, peel, and release just to imprint. Last one here. Good. Carefully bring those knees right back into your chest here and stretch out that low back just a little bit. You can hug the knees there. Draw the abs in a little bit. Stretch out the hamstrings and back. Good. You guys just roll over. Come off the cushions. Place them off to the side. And let's do some front work. So come over onto your front. And we're gonna do some one leg kicks. So with one leg kick, you can still continue to do it from here, especially if your back is feeling a little strain or stress. You can have the hands under your forehead and just do your pulses from here. If you want that extra challenge, you're gonna draw the shoulders over top of the elbows and you're gonna squeeze into the armpits and you're gonna lift with the abdominals. So it's not just hanging out here. You are actively opening up that hip slightly and drawing those abs away from the floor, shoulders out of the ears. All right. We're gonna inhale to begin. You're gonna point the right foot and bend the knee. 1, flex, squeeze. 2, inhale, point and extend. Other side, point 1, flex. 2, inhale, reach away. And point 1, flex. 2, inhale, reach. So we're keeping those shoulders out of the ears. We are actively squeezing the hamstrings with each pulse. And then we are actively reaching as we extend that leg away. Point 1, flex. 2, and reach long. And point 1, flex. 2, inhale, reach. Check in with those shoulders, check in with those abdominals. Shoulder lift, yeah. Good, we've got 4. And reach, and 3. Good, the last 2. And last one. Good, and press back, push your hips to your heels, round through the upper back, drawing the abdominals in. And take a nice deep inhale here. Good. Swing the legs around, grab your arc barrels, and we'll do a little bit of seated work. Made a major mistake of using a very similar color the last 2 weeks. So I can't quite tell. There's a purple and a dark blue that I can't tell which ones we did 2 weeks ago and which we did a week ago. So I try to usually kind of alternate and keep a variety, but I just really can't tell what we did. And I definitely can't remember. So, all right, let's see. That's just a given, yeah. All right, stack up nice and tall. Let's do some soft. You're gonna anchor those heels down. They're about hip width apart. You're gonna reach the arms out towards your sides. We're gonna draw the abs in to rotate, then we're gonna turn the back thumb in, and we're gonna reach to that top arm, looking down at the knee, stack up nice and tall, and come back to center. We rotate first, turn the back thumb, abs pull away from the thighs as we reach, lengthen up top, and back to center. So we rotate, pull the abs towards the wall behind you. So you're actively reaching through the fingertips and pulling the abs in the opposite direction. So that push and pull. Good. Exhale, rotate, turn the back thumb down, reach across. Good, last two. Good, and last one here. Good, stacking up nice and coming back to center, lower those arms back down. All right, let's come down onto our sides for some side leg series. So we're gonna do straight from head to heel with both legs. If you need the bottom leg bench, you can, but let's try and check in with those hips. Make sure we're not rolled back. We want to have them stacked. Lift through the waist on the mat side and drop the shoulder out of the ear on that top side. We're going to lift the top leg up and we're going to point the foot. And as you exhale, I want you to actively flex, pushing out through the heel as we lower back down. Point and reach and flex and lower. So take a quick peek down. Make sure your toes are not turned up. So we want to keep them parallel. So we activate those hip abductors that are opening up the hip to lift the leg. And then as we push through that heel, again, we want to feel those glutes activated as well. Good, reach, flex, and pull down. Ready, roll your hips forward just slightly. Good, you should feel bum working. You should of course feel some outer thigh, but you want to feel those glutes activated. And then the abs are working as well. Last one. Good. Now, lifting that top leg not quite as high as we have been so that we are able to lift the bottom leg, meet it, and lower them down together. So we inhale to lift the top leg, exhale, squeeze together, and control the press down. So we're activating that lower leg by squeezing the inner thigh, and then we squeeze them together as we lower down. We are using those abdominals as we exhale to help us stabilize and take those shoulders out of the ears, try not to grip and lift with the ribcage. Good. Try and keep that waist as long as possible and try not to pike. Nothing to worry about here. Drop the chin a little bit, Jim. Yeah. Last two. Good. And last one. Good, all right, last set here, lift that top leg up, point the toe, anchor that bottom leg, and we're gonna circle for 6, using your abdominals on your exhale to help you stabilize. We inhale for the first step, exhale, pull back, 3, 2, 1, relax the shoulders, go the other direction, make sure you feel that squeeze of the bum on the pull back of the circle, 3, 2, 1, good, lower that leg back down. Perfect, nicely done. Let's even you out on the other side. All right, so lengthen those legs out. Find that straight line from head to heel. Lift through the waist on the bottom. Hands can be just in front of you for balance. Anchor that bottom leg, lift the top leg, pointing through the toes. Flex the foot and squeeze the bum and pull down. So be aware here that that hinge point should not be at your waist. So you shouldn't feel that waist coming closer towards the floor as we lift. Get a nice diagonal line today. Yeah, so come forward just a little bit, this bottom leg. And then bring the hips forward a little bit as well. Shift forward. Actually, physically, yeah, there you go, there you go. Good, thumbs still working. Good, we've got 3 more here. Good, making sure those toes are still parallel. There we go. Last 2. Good, last one. Good. All right, so don't lift quite so high here. You lift that top leg up, bring the bottom leg to meet it as we exhale, lower the feet down together. So again, draw the abdominals in. So we've got that control as we lift that second leg and lower down. Point through those toes. So we're still have that nice straight line from head to heel or head to toes this time. As we lift, exhale, squeeze, lower down together. Again, trying not to drop at the waist here, but keeping everything nice and long. Last two. Good, last one. And lower down, anchor that bottom leg, keep that lift at the waist, lift the top leg up, pointing through those toes. Stabilize as we inhale here, use your abs on the exhale and use your glutes here. So abs and glutes working on that pull back, stabilizing as we pull forward, 2 and 1. Pause, go the other direction for 6, squeeze back, 3. All right, just roll over, just sit back into a little shell stretch, hips to heels around through that upper back and draw the abs away from your thighs.
We should start on that side.
On the side that's worse.
Yep.
All right. So we worked on this one last week. This one is double leg kick. So we start with our cheek on the floor. So you can have your head pillow there if you need. Your feet are together, but you can have the knees slightly open if you need. They're not squeezing together if it pulls on your back. I can't do it with my feet or inner thighs together for this one. You're gonna have your hands here at your low back. And then we're gonna bend at the knees, bringing our heels towards our hips, but don't let the hips lift. So it doesn't have to be big. We're not gonna pulse here, just gonna have that one squeeze. Then I want you to lift up, and as the legs straighten, they slightly open to create that V shape, and your hands reach back. And then we're gonna bring the feet together, hands to the back, and we bring the cheek back down to the carriage. We extend as we exhale and reach, and then we lower back down. Sorry, the breathing's backwards. It's an inhale to lift, and an exhale to lower back down. If this pulls on your low back, just keep the legs and do a small upper body lift and keep the back, the lower half still. If you are opening those legs again, make sure you create a V shape and then bring the feet back together as you lower down. Exhale, open, reach, and inhale to lower back down. Good, we've got 4. So you're looking straight down as the legs extend. So look straight down, your nice straight line. Then you turn the cheek as we lower. Good, last 2. So you're squeezing the bum, drawing the abdominals in as we reach. Using the hamstrings as we fold back down. Good, and bring your hands under your shoulders. Push back into shell stretch. Round through the upper back. I'm gonna take a nice deep inhale here. All right, and we're gonna come on to all fours for some triceps. So we're gonna do a variation of push-ups. I said triceps, didn't I? Push-ups. We're doing the triceps version of push-ups. So normally we have about that 45-degree angle at our shoulders and elbows as we come out. We're gonna turn those elbows in slightly so that they're closer to the rib cage. Just changes the angle of the muscle, so you should feel it a little bit more at the back. You'll still feel some front of the shoulder, but our focus is a little more into those triceps. So keep the knees fairly close here, especially for the first 2 as you get used to this. Really watch that here. You want to be hinging slightly forward. I don't want it to be like you're laying the elbows down towards the floor. You're going to be keeping the elbows about the same height, but that chest lowers down as the elbows bend and come back up. So it will feel like your forehead is dipping towards the floor. Keep a little squeeze in the inner thighs, draw the abs in, lift through the chest and squeeze under the armpits, and then we bend the elbows for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, press up strong. We inhale, bend at the elbows for 3, 2, 1, and exhale, press up. Oh, it is, yeah. So they're coming closer here and then drop those there. There we go. Okay, and bend at the elbows, 3, 2, 1, and press up. Little imprint, last two. Last one here, 3, 2, 1. And press away. Good, sit back into a shoulder stretch again. Completely, quite different than normal, okay? I mean, they're hard too, but yeah, just changes the focus. You did feel it here? Yeah, awesome. All right, let's lay onto our backs again. We're gonna work on that hip twist today. Actually, no, let's do side bends today. Okay.
I don't know. Let's make it an executive decision.
All right, what would you like to do, Sharon?
Nothing.
Let's just chill for the last 4 minutes, is that what you're? Let's do hip twist, side bend takes a little longer.
Oh.
So.
I don't even know what.
It's just not side bend, hey? We'll do it next week. All right, so. With hip twist, again, eventually we're working to have those legs do an entire circle movement. We're just kind of working on that side to side control first. So we're gonna draw the abdominals into our imprint and we're gonna lift one leg in a tabletop, second leg in a tabletop. And we're just going to do those side to side, kind of like a windshield wiper. So as we inhale, we're gonna tip to one side, one butt cheek is coming off this time. And exhale, come back to center. We talked a little bit about this last time we did it. We want the knees to be still pointing towards us, not tipping down towards the floor. So try to keep that abdominal connection and those knees pointed towards your chest. And you come back to center. We inhale the tip. Exhale, come back. We're gonna add a leg extension. So you're gonna rotate, pause here, keep drawing the abs in as you reach the toes towards the side of the room. Bend the knees, come back to center. We rotate, draw the abs in, reach, bend the knees, come back to center. Rotate across. Keep those knees pointed towards you. That's here. Pretty good. Keep that little, yeah. Yeah. I know, I didn't naturally, the knees want to fall out, but we want to have them pointed towards us. Good, last two here. Yeah. Good. Good, come back to center, lower one leg down, lower the other leg down. Whew. Nice work. All right, so let's do a little stretching to finish off here. Take those legs out wide. Make sure you have your head pillows. Bring your arms out to your sides. And then we're just gonna rotate the inner thigh of that top leg down towards the mat. The opposite leg reaches out, and then we're gonna rotate all those. The knees are going the same direction. On that top leg, we're squeezing the bum, kind of pressing the inner thigh towards the floor, and you are keeping the rib cage down. If you let the rib cage lift and the back arch, you won't get that same stretch through the front of your hip flexor. Inhale to center, exhale, rotate across. Back up. Good, we've got 4. And 3. Good, last one. Good, come to center, walk those feet together. We're just gonna do the legs crossed version, so knee over knee, bringing the arms out to the side. You're gonna tip, bringing the toe towards the floor, keeping the rib cage down again, and back up to center. You're gonna dip the toe towards the floor, and back to center. Good, we've got 2 more here. And last one. Good, come back up, uncross. Bring the other knee on top, little squeeze of the thighs. And then you're gonna tip toe towards the floor on this side, drawing the abdominals in, keeping that rib cage down. And back up to center. We've got 4. Good, and 3. And last one. Come to center, uncross. Place both feet on the floor. Take those arms, you're gonna reach them as wide as you possibly can, palms up. And as you exhale, I want you to wrap your arms all the way around, reaching for your shoulder blades. Inhale, spread the fingertips from wall to wall. And exhale, wrap. Good, just 2 more here. Inhale, reach. And exhale, wrap the arms around. Last one here. Inhale, reach. Exhale, wrap. And release, and you guys are all done for today.
Really like that. It's stretch.
Isn't that nice?
Really good.
Yeah, you get that stretch, like it's kind of like it stretches all the way up.
Like this is always tight.
Mhm.
That's good.
Yeah, we've done it to the figure 4 one too, so you add like this knee position,
Mm.
and then you go
And
side
do
to side, so you
three
do all 3 of those, and yeah, you get a nice full hip
Yeah.
mobility. How'd you make out, Patty?
Good, good. Sorry, we
Oh,
had
no.
somebody take something off there, so I was set up and then I got distracted, so.
Okay, yeah, I thought, because it kept saying that you were like it said you were there, but not connected yet, so I figured, yeah.
Yeah,
I was hoping maybe it was, or hoping it wasn't an internet issue, that things maybe were.
no, no, it was my end.
You're right. Okay,
Yeah.
so, well, I'll see you next week. Megan's gonna be here on Thursday, so,
Okay, sounds good. Have a good one.
yeah, thanks.
Very nice day.